Hello guys, welcome back to Red River Living. Guys, we're doing a continuation on our garden to table series, and this afternoon we're out here in the pea patch and I'm picking us some peas to be able to shell and get ready to cook and show y'all how we eat our peas out here tonight. Well guys, we just about, I don't know how many peas we've picked this year, but we're right at the end of the season and we've been on vacation a little bit, so the peas have been neglected. And what I'm going to do is just kind of scrap through these peas and see what I can do to maybe get us a mess of fresh peas out of the garden. We've been freezing them and putting them up. And what I'm going to try to do is just find us some that haven't gotten what I consider too ripe necessarily. But we have made a bunch of peas this year and given some peas away. Debbie's done told me to stay out of the pea patch. She said I done picked enough peas for the year. I can't help but go in at night and sit down in front of the TV and shell. I enjoy it so much. So. But this pea patch really, y'all, I told y'all I planted these in behind our corn this year, and as of right now, I think that'll be the future for our peas. I won't plant our peas early. They can handle the heat real well, so that'll probably be how I plant our peas from now on. Guys, I can't tell you how much I've enjoyed the garden this year and all, and you know, one of the things with this garden, you know, I told y'all know I've grew up around this a little bit and, you know, kind of had a little bit of what's going on or not. But one of the things I can say that I've really enjoyed is sharing this. Whether it be in the food or the experience of just teaching somebody. I'll never forget, last year we'd raised some peas and stuff, and y'all have heard me talk about Aunt Linda, and so I got on the phone and called Aunt Linda up, and I said, Aunt Linda, I said, got my first mess of peas, and what do I do now? And Aunt Linda says, well, you just season them. And I was like, well, Aunt Linda, I need to know how to do that. And guys, never, you know, if you don't know, don't be scared to ask somebody. And if you have family that you know, hey, don't worry about the fact that you don't know. Call them up and ask them. You might learn something that you didn't know, and you may, hey, learn that it ain't that hard. But the biggest thing is, for us, is the fact that, you know, we have the opportunity to grow what we're eating here. And the fact that I've been able to pick stuff and take it to people, I've had several people ask me, so what do you want for that? And I'm like, I didn't ask you for any money. I said, I was bringing it to you so you could do it and eat it. Guys, I'm working a full-time job and everything, and then working a garden the size of the garden we've got. One of the things that ends up happening here is I end up picking, and once I pick, I end up here in the house at night, sitting down to the TV a little bit and shelling either butter beans or peas. So I got my box right here, kind of got it filled up with some peas, and we still got another half that much more at least in the bucket here. Just kind of give you a quick idea of how we shell these. There's a bottom to the pod and there's a top to the pod. You'll notice the top side has the big wide band to it. The bottom side has a little bitty band. So I just grab them by the tip and pinch them, and you'll see this just pulls down that spine of the pea. And then we just start shelling from there. So you can see the top side's that dark side and it's wide, and then the bottom side's real narrow. Just peel that back. I don't know what I'm going to do when frost finally hits. It's quite soothing here to sit at night and shell peas and butter beans. Well guys, as you can see here, we are working on getting these peas shelled, and we are going to get this finished up here in the next hour or so, and we're going to move on and we're going to show y'all how we prepare these and get them ready for the table. We have already gone out to the garden and we have picked our peas, we've shelled them, and this is in our series of garden to table here. We have purple hull peas here that you can see that I've already picked, and we've gotten them shelled out. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take these over to the sink. I'm going to measure me out basically 3 cups of peas. That's what we normally fix for us to eat, so I'm going to go ahead and measure us out 3 cups of these. So guys, we've got our peas washed right here. I've been kind of looking through them, making sure we didn't have any bad ones. And I picked a few out that I had missed. This is really simple. Peas doesn't require a whole lot of seasoning here. So we're going to put them in our pot. We're going to cover them with water. And the seasonings that we're going to use today is, this is Goya. And it's a ham flavored concentrate, and one of the things that go ahead and open this up, and this comes with packages. It comes with 8 packages here. My Aunt Linda put me onto this right here. Instead of having ham to put in them, you're going to use this ham seasoning. It says here's how it works: for every 4 people your recipe serves, add 1 packet. For every 8 people, you would serve 2 packets into your seasoning. So if you were doubling this up for some reason, then you would want to add 2 packages of this. But we normally cook about 3 cups of peas. That's how we put them up in the freezer for freezing, because that gives us a good mess to eat and some leftovers to put up in the refrigerator and have throughout the week. And we'll go ahead and cover these with a little bit of water. So what you want to be sure and be careful of, and if when you're cooking these, you need to check on this. You do not want to cook all your water out and burn your peas. So we've got our peas covered with water, and you'll just see this is just a powder here. That's your ham seasoning. And then I add a little bit of this Tony Creole seasoning, and I'm going to add a half of a teaspoon of that. And I like to wait on my salt and pepper later on. We actually make a relish that we eat with these, a pepper relish that we eat with our peas. I think we're going to try to get our peppers picked before the freeze gets here. We got a freeze coming in the next few days. So we're going to try to get our peppers out of the garden. We're going to be making some of this pepper relish up. So that'll be a video for y'all to be watching for on our pepper relish that we like to eat with our peas. And one other thing I'm going to add to this today is I've just got us a slice of onion right here that I'm going to lay in there on the top of that and put this over here on the stove and get it cooking. And what I like to do, I'm going to leave it uncovered till I get it up to a boil. Once I get it up to a boil here, I'll put the lid on it and probably cook it for about 30 to 45 minutes on these peas. And just be sure and check your water. You don't want to cook your water out of them and all that. So guys, as you can see, the peas have come to a good boil here. Got plenty of water in them. I'm going to turn these down. As I turn them down, then we're going to cover them right here. And now it's just a matter of a little bit of time here. Like I said, we're gonna need about 30-45 minutes for these peas to cook and get soft. Let's see. So guys, we've been cooking for about 45 minutes here. As you can tell, they've changed colors. You see how your broth is browned up really good, your juice there, your water, and my onions have basically just cooked all the pieces in there and all. But like I said, the one thing you want to be careful of is make sure you keep water on them. They don't have to be standing as far as an inch of water over the top of them, because that's going to make them, that'll cut your taste down in them. They'll be more bland. So just keep on your water. I've got water up to the top edge of them. So those are done. I'm going to taste them for y'all, but they're still a little hot. Nothing like fresh peas. Guys, I know we put them up 3 cups to the bag when we froze them, but when you're making vegetable soup, one of the things that you can do, you can get these peas out and you can get them thawed out, and you can add these peas back to vegetable soup. You almost could have them cooked at this stage, and you want to make vegetable soup up, just add them back to your vegetable soup at that point. So they could go into vegetable soup raw, or if you wanted to, you could add them back in after you've cooked them. You just had a cup left and y'all didn't want something, you want to do something else with them, you could add them back to your soup. It's a really easy side dish to add to your meal, and guys, it doesn't take a whole lot of not expertise to fix them. Hey, a little bit of ham seasoning, a little bit of onion, a little bit of Tony seasoning. 30-45 minutes later, peas are done, ready to go. Well guys, we appreciate y'all watching. We appreciate if you'd like and subscribe. We'll see y'all next time on our garden to table videos.